Ho 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 nerds! Merry Christmas to you all. It's your boy, your favorite Super Trash Bros player, frankiesosucio, back here with another episode of The Recycling Bin, in which I, frankiesosucio, once again, break down some of the best moments that happens in the previous week of Super Trash Bros Season 7. And this week, this one kind of bums me out because it comes from a match in which I lost. But what I want to talk about today is being in an Items On League, you get a little bit of ridicule for that, right? The purists, they just want to play Smash Bros in its purest form. We, however, play with items because we find it much more exciting. And there's a lot of interesting tech that comes out of that, right? So while we still could see some high-level Smash Bros play, like you see here between me and Malasada, there's some interesting wrinkles that items could bring given the right curated set of items. Which we have a perfectly curated set of items, right, guys?
Right, guys?
Anyway, so one moment that we need to see here doesn't kill, but something cool could come out of specific tech that may even help you survive longer. Maybe it'll help you recover, things like that. And that happened between me and Spiced Malasada. This dude found a way to use a specific technique off of an item to live longer and ultimately beat my ass. And the item that we're talking about is right there. Came right out of that capsule. This is the Tanuki leaf. I actually don't know what it's actually called. James, you could probably tell us what it's called, you item guy. But this Tanuki leaf allows you to become a Tanuki. And you can't catch him because he's Tanuki. But what does a Tanuki do in Super Smash Bros? Well, if you know anything about characters like Peach and Daisy, they have a mechanic in which they could float if they hold the jump button. So, here you go. Take a look at Peach here. Holding the jump button and pressing down, she could actually just hover all over the stage, right? That gives her access to specific aerials, but also give her access to her special moves, like up B, for example. If she's floating off stage, she could up B. So just remember that, right? That's what the Tanuki does. Now, one thing that Malasada's really good at is saving his resources. Roy really has a hard time recovering off stage, so you have to be really good at keeping track of what you have. Do you still have a jump? Do you have an up B? What do you have in your disposal, right? Malasada picked up that Tanuki leaf. So not only does he have an up B, he has a double jump, but he also has now this float mechanic that comes from Peach. So let's see how he puts that to use in slow motion. Side B's gets me off stage, right? From here, he wants to edge guard me. So he runs off stage, and then he uses his double jump to hit that up air. But he misses. So he's already down a resource. He's out of a double jump. Let's run it a little bit further. As you can see, he's falling here. Oh wait, I hit him with that up B. He can stage tech. And how you stage tech is if you get hit into the stage at any point, you hit the shoulder button or whatever you use your air dodge button for against the stage. You use the stage and you get a resource back, right? For example, an auto float, which he gets from the Tanuki, and then an up B to get himself back on stage. And that's some of the cool stuff that we could do with Items On. I get it. Items On kind of sucks. But there's some cool stuff that comes out of it, and I can't wait to highlight more of that on the recycling bin. All right, y'all. Bye-bye.